Okay, I'm back with a new video. I know I may be a little late on this one because I've had a lot going on the other day. Now, now we already know that the draft is over and the Ravens draft class is officially here from round number 1 all the way to 7. So, with that being said, let's get on to it with the Ravens draft class and the draft picks. Now, in the first round, okay, with the 27th overall pick in the draft, the Ravens select safety Malachi Starks from Georgia. I really like this pick about what the Ravens did with Malachi Starks. There were a few players that we let go on this in the secondary. Marcus Williams. We also let go of Brandon Stevens. But with the addition of Malachi Starks, the safety coming out of Georgia, he is a pro player. I looked at his highlights. The guy can, bat down passes and he can lock down other receivers. And he's also a great ball hawk for this team. The guy is really a freak of a safety. He can lock down. He's a physical safety. And him and Kyle Hamilton pairing up in the secondary would be good and would be a good one to fill in the holes that we have in the secondary. Okay? Really like his skills, okay? Him coming out of Georgia. So, welcome Malachi Starks. Second round. With the 59th pick, the Ravens select Mike Green, linebacker from Marshall University. So some players were getting on for the defense, all right, for the linebacker spot to fill up. Really just notice that we let Malik Harrison go. Okay, he went to the Pittsburgh Steelers, our rival. We get it. But Mike Green coming out of Marshall, he has some nice linebacker skills. He can rush the passer. He can try to shut down the other run. But look, we got some linebacker help, which is good. Now, the third round, with the 91st pick, we select Emory Jones Jr., tackle from LSU. So it looks like that we get some O-line help to protect Lamar. I like that we get O-line help in the draft because I know that we have some guys on the team, like we have Stanley and we have those guys stepping up to protect Lamar, but there were some players, like I said, that we had to let go, and there are some holes that we can fill in. Jones from LSU. Now, fourth round. The 129th pick, we select Teddy Buchanan, linebacker from California. So another linebacker that we have selected in the draft. Like how I see our linebacker room changing up. We have these new faces coming in. I know that there were some players that we had to let go. I remember we had to let PQ go. Now that he's in Pittsburgh, I get that he is. This is the only draft pick that we have in the fourth round. So in the fifth round, with the 141st pick, we select Carson Vincent, tackle from Alabama A&M. So this is a good sign, which is that we have, drafting these players to come on offense, and if there are holes that we need to fill in, we fill them in. I like that pick. I mean, it's good. But Malachi Starks out of Georgia, cool safety. So, over to the sixth round. With the 178th pick, we select Bilal Cohn, defensive back from Western Michigan. So, he could be one of those guys that can replace Brandon Stevens or like Marcus Williams. Because like I said with Malachi Starks, when we drafted him, a big one, Malachi Starks, replacing, some secondary players that we lost. And still in the sixth round, with the 186th pick, we draft a kicker, Tyler Loop. So we draft Tyler Loop. Here's the thing that I know about Justin Tucker. There has been a situation going on with Justin Tucker during the offseason. And I knew the situation happened. And if we're going to keep Justin Tucker, that would be nice. If we were to let him go, it'll be hard not seeing him on the team. But we got a kicker, backup kicker, Tyler Loop. And with the 203rd pick, the Ravens select LaJohntay Wester, wide receiver from Colorado. And the thing about LaJohntay Wester is that he was actually teammates with Shedeur and Travis Hunter and Shiloh Sanders. They were really good teammates, and Wester could have some nice wide receiver potential in him. Like him along with Bateman and Zay on the offense. I can just imagine Wester along with Zay Flowers and like Bateman and Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely on that offense. And with the 210th pick, I don't know how to say his name. We select Aeneas Peebles, defensive tackle from Virginia Tech. So, some holes to fill in on the D-line. We get a player from Virginia Tech, and he's a defensive player. And when the 212th pick, we select Rob Longerbeam, defensive back from Rutgers. So, more secondary players to fill in those secondary holes in the secondary, which is good. And to close out the Ravens draft picks, with the 243rd pick, we get Garrett Dellinger, guard from LSU. So we have selected 2 LSU players. Other players from Marshall, Western Michigan, Georgia, looking like a really good draft class. The draft picks that I really like are, my favorite one, besides the others, Malachi Starks. The guy is really a pro. He's really good in making those interceptions, can bat down passes and come up with big defensive plays. Him, Kyle Hamilton, Nate Wiggins, and Marlon Humphrey as our starting secondary would be extraordinary. Can't wait to see this draft class put in that work this year at OTAs and training camp. It's going to be big, all right? So that is our draft class, and they have officially arrived. So welcome, Ravens draft class and draft picks. So can't wait to see them suit up in practice and the season, all right? Anyways, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. Later.